So I feel like these dark videos are just like my rantings of a never-ending mind, but I'm just like, first off, I wanted to say welcome to everyone that's new, because y'all know how we rocking every day. I've been gone, kind of off the radar for a couple days, but it's all in good faith or whatever this is, because I've had like major downloads in the last 2 days, actually the last week, to the point where I feel like I'm completely fucking crazy at times, but at the same time so much has been revealed to me. I wish I could even begin to try to tell you, but I've just like been sitting back and I've been paying attention at the same time. So there's a few things that I needed to tell you guys, because here I am at 1 a.m. awake. They're like, well, you might as well start talking, Emily, because that was the biggest thing with me this year, was that I had to start speaking my truth because I kept it in too long. So here we go, throat chakra. Are you ready for this? Um, the first thing I want to say is to do some research on chemtrails. This started in the 1960s with in the military, where they would basically drop these toxins into the air and kill people, their enemy. Well, it's becoming increasingly more and more these days, to the point where there's at least 27 different symptoms. It's headaches, it's seizures, anxiety, confusion. That's just to name a few. And it's time to kind of think about the way around this. I know that there's something to do with magnesium. Alkaline water is something that we should be drinking more of. Getting rid of the microwaves. Everyone just throw them away and don't ever look back, because of how much radiation we're putting into our bodies every single day. For our kids, paying attention to the milk. That's a huge, big problem right now. And here's another not very known fact, is that cows are so overused and treated in the wrong way. It just makes me sick to my stomach to think that these poor animals, who literally take nothing from the world, are used in the worst ways. And now the milk is not even something that we can drink because of what they put in it. And I think that it's time that everyone just kind of goes and lives somewhere in a country where they can have like 3 acres of a farmland and get a few cows and, chickens, and plant a garden, because I swear to God, that's what I want to do right now. Just get out and away and plant a garden, because I swear to God, that's how I grew up, and that was the best vegetables, the best things that I ever had. But what I've noticed for me personally is the confusion's very real. The symptoms of mono, the kissing disease or whatever they call it, where you can barely wake up, that's very real. There's some different radio frequencies that are available on YouTube for the chemtrails and getting rid of the toxins in our body, which is at an astronomical level. You have to think by now that it's been going on for so long. Literally the cause of Alzheimer's, which blows my fucking mind. But at the same time, I mean, what was I talking about? I was talking about cows. Okay, so cows need to be treated better, because there are everything that a cow can give to us and what we've been taking from them, what they take from the earth, isn't fair. And that's like goes back to everything with like Mother Earth. These cows are, they fertilize the land, they make plants grow back faster, and it's even, there's like certain things that are in their urine that are antioxidants and have healing properties, and we're treating them like shit. Basically, we're using them, and they're being exploited and killed, and just horrible, awful things are being done to them, and they literally take nothing from the earth. They eat grass, you know what I mean? And they give us so much. And that just goes back to the equal give and take of this world, where everybody's so concerned with themselves and just self-consumed. Like, I've noticed even on tarot channels where, I was listening to, there's a new channel I've been paying attention to. It's called love wins always, or love still wins, or something along that lines. And there's this group of people that were talking, and they were like, we offer these classes to help people, and it's like, these people didn't even want to pay for a session, but at the end of the day, like, it was only to benefit them. So when people are on tarot channels and we're putting out videos that are back-to-back free videos for everyone, and then people are complaining because of the extended reading costs money, or they don't want to pay for this, or they don't want to support people. Well, you have to understand that we're doing you guys a really huge favor as well. And it's like, it's to that point where it's like, what, if you want to watch the free videos and go to the next, and like do clickbait and go to 15 other readers, that's kind of your plan. But you have to think like somewhere along the lines that we were put in your guys' life so you can learn something, so we can help you, so that we all can get better, when it's not really just about you and your love life, and you know what I mean, and complaining and bitching and writing like really rude comments to the people that are literally, sent here, put here, and we're still like waking up every day, no matter how we feel, to put these messages out for you. And you guys are really ungrateful. And I'm not saying that it's everyone, because it's not, but it's time for us to wake up a little bit and see, like, we're really fucking ungrateful with things in our lives. The free shit. What can we get? Can I have this? Well, this wasn't fast enough. Well, she didn't do my reading fast enough, Like, there's just constant complaints and negativity, and it's like, how can you expect anything in your life to get better if this is how you think? How do you expect anything in your life to evolve into something better if this is where you're going to be a constant state of being is obsessing over the past, and they did this to me, and this person did this to me, and they said this and they said that, and I didn't do this, they did. And it's like, all of us are put on different paths, and all of us need to find our way. But if you're miserable, and I know that a lot of us are, if you're miserable where you're at right now, if you're in a constant state of confusion and anxiety, and you just don't know what you're supposed to do or what you're doing with your life, it's because you're not meant to stay in that state of mind. It's because you maybe clicked on my video for a reason, that there was something that you needed to hear, and that's that maybe it's time to appreciate things that you have in your life so that more things can come in. Because let me tell you, me personally, that was the biggest lesson that I had to learn this year, because I took a lot of things for granted in my personal life as well. So I'm not just out here putting everyone down and talking shit. No, how about if I'm speaking from a place where I've actually been through this, that I know what it's like, that I'm still there, but I'm constantly being shown things to help you guys along this way. And when you get to this point, it's a lot better, but it's awkward, and you feel crazy, and you feel like no one understands you, and you feel like, well, maybe I should just go over there with the old people because hello, schizophrenia. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where it's almost to the brink. Have I lost my fucking mind, or have I just been to the point where I really had no idea everything that was really going on, and how much we're really taking everything for granted? So can we be mad that the atmosphere is polluted? Can we be mad that our love life isn't getting any better because we're refusing to learn the lessons, where there's people that have been put in our lives, especially the ones that keep coming back into your life, for you to learn a lesson? And whether or not you stay with that person is up to you, but until you learn, it's not going to get any better. That no one said you had to completely cut people out of your lives, but maybe you had to see that mirror image of your soul, of that one thing in your personality that you needed to work on, you needed to change, so better things could come in. That maybe not all of your friends are out to get you, and you're just super alone, and no one understands you, and fuck everybody and fuck the world. That maybe you have some issues that you need to work on. That maybe it's not everybody else's problem that you have issues. That maybe it's okay to have a few issues and not really ready to open up to the fact that you have some things you need to work on. You're not ready and you're not there yet. That's okay. That everyone has to do things at their own time, at their own pace. And maybe some of us are here to understand that, but also understand where we're coming from. That we're not here to belittle or make you feel less than, or do anything that makes you feel like you're not good enough, or we're bashing you, or we're bashing them, because I don't hold personal grudges or vendettas against anyone, because that's where you focus your energy on is what's going to come into your life. So if you focus your entire day on one person that you can't stand, and also all your energy for that day is being used up on hate, what do we get out of that? That we have so many things that we have to learn, and it's never too late to just start learning things. That yes, we were lied to. Yes, there were some shitty things going on, but in the grand scheme of things, is there some other things that we're not aware of that maybe aren't so bad? That maybe we do have some pretty fucking awesome people in our corner fighting for us day in and day out that we don't even see because we're so busy and consumed in our own lives and consumed in ourselves, which was never how this life was supposed to be. I personally have love for so many people. I personally release and purge every bad feeling that I had for anyone in my life, all of this fear and doubt and anger and anxiety and heartbreak and pain that I have held on to, because there is no point in letting it drag us down one more day, one more second. That if these people were truly meant to be in our lives, they will be there, and if they're not, let them go, because they have more shit that they have to learn on their own. That we can't be with people sometimes that we would love more, that we truly do love more than they could ever know, or that we could put into words, but we can't help them do things that they need to learn on their own. With us staying in the same cycle with them, we're enabling them. People have to learn on their own, and me personally, no one can tell me shit. I have to learn on my own. I have to ram my head into that wall one more time until I get knocked the fuck out and I wake up like, well, maybe it's time to try a new route. Maybe it's time to, hey, ask Alexa, what's an alternate route to get home, because this one isn't working. All I want to say is treat the people better in your life that are genuinely trying to help you. Please don't complain and bring negativity into my channel, because it's not needed, nor wanted, nor accepted. If you truly want someone to come into your life to offer some advice, to lift you up, to show you things, that's exactly what I'm here for. But understand that there needs to be an equal give and take, that it's not just free and all about what you can get out of one person and go to the next. That it's not about you, it's about all of us as one. That maybe as a collective, we can do better than we are now. That just as much as I am out here doing this, and just as much as you guys need me, I need you in the same way. That I want to see everyone doing better and doing well and taking care of themselves and taking the steps for themselves, for no one else but yourself. That regardless of how I come across, as a bitch, as sarcastic, as blunt, as straight to the point, that's just how I am, and maybe that's what some people need to hear sometimes. But that doesn't really mean that I'm the right person for everybody, because I understand it and I accept, and I am fully aware of this, and it's okay. That I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings intentionally, and I'm not trying to bash you or put you down. I'm trying to show you things that you just refuse to see, or don't understand, or maybe are unaware of, or just not ready to accept, and that's okay. That I'm here to support you guys as just as much as you support me. That it's love at the end of the day, even if it looks like hate or anger or whatever. That I have a long way to go, that I'm still growing, that I'm still learning, that I'm not perfect by any means. But that's okay. That I'm not one of those people that you put on a pedestal that you should listen to, that every word I say is bond, because it's not. That I'm one of those people that have been through the same shit as you, and I can show you a thing or two or help you along the way. But you have to take that step and initiative to do that for yourself first. Trust is a very hard thing to come by, but it's not extinct. Love is universal and it's unconditional, and it is so real. Love wins, and the darkness will never extinguish the light. I hope everyone has a good night, and I'm going to be working on my January readings tomorrow, hopefully. So I love you all. Take care of yourselves, please. Good night.